Hello gamers and welcome back to the Armbar arcade. I'm Nay and today I'm going to be checking out Vanishing Point for the Dreamcast. I was going to be doing a complete series on Need for Speed The Run, that's still happening. However, my PS3 didn't seem to want to record at all with the Elgato, so as requested by Skellingtor on the Italian Job bonus video, I'm going to be checking out this Vanishing Point game for the Dreamcast. It was also released on the PlayStation 1, but the Dreamcast version is superior, as is the case with nearly all the PS1 Dreamcast crossover games. The only thing to note about this game is that it was not based on the Vanishing Point movie, which I haven't seen, but from having played the game, I know it wasn't based on a movie. So if you were hoping for that, I apologise, but I didn't make the game, so yeah, let's get into it. So we've got arcade mode is the only real option we can go for. Tournament, single race, time trial or stunt driver. I'm going to go with stunt driver to start with because that's what reminded me of this game when we were playing the Italian Job. So we start facing away from the ramp, make our way down here, turn all the way around and fly back up the ramp to do the long jump. And we've got 98 out of 100 points. That will do us very nicely. So the next event is called Twists and Turns 1. We've got an Audi TT here and we need to make our way to the end without touching any of the red areas and come all the way back up to cross the finish line. Lost a bit of speed there, but we made it across the line. And we got 77 points to show for it. So this event's called Single Crisscross. We've got what looks like a Ford Mustang. And we're going to land in the red area. This is the sort of thing that reminded me whilst we were playing the Italian Job of this game. Yeah, challenge mode quite similar there to here, just throwing cars over jumps. And we got a new record there of 92. Very nice. And this one's called the Humpback Relay. So take from that what you will. We've got a BMW this time, so it would seem. I'm not quite sure what button the handbrake is, so our turns have been a little bit off. But it does look like we're going to be able to make it in time anyway. That was a much better turn. Try and do that next time. I'm going to get into the check areas 5 times to complete this one. There's a real crash test dummy aesthetic to the cars in this game and some of the stunt arenas. That's not too bad. Even the loading screens have got a bit of a crash test dummy aesthetic to them. So this one is Twists and Turns 2. We're going to play through these tests until we don't have enough points to go to the next one. Don't really want to be replaying through the tests too much. We'll check out the arcade mode of the game once we're done here. Yeah, the handling is a little bit floaty, a little bit drifty at times. It's not too bad. There's a lot of use of accelerator and brake, as there is in most games. So this time we've been given a Toyota Supra for tabletop balloons, which is kind of stolen from Crazy Taxi actually. Crazy Taxi had this in the Crazy Box mode. But we'll forgive Vanishing Point for not having an original title or original ideas. as we come through. There's 10 balloons here to pop, so we're going to need to strategize as to how we're going to get these last few. That's number 5, halfway through. The better time we get, the more points we're going to end up with, the better chance we have of unlocking the next stunt bits. That's a valid way to turn around. Oh, we've got to put it in first. We need a little bit more speed to get these balloons at the edges. Alright, let's line it up. There we go, that's much better. Destroyed the suspension of the Supra, but we're not too bothered about that. There we go for this one here. One balloon on the left hand side, on the other side, and then that blue one that you can see there. But we're going to need a tiny bit more speed to take that one out. Still got a minute left, so we're not doing too badly. This is more varied than the challenge mode of the Italian Job for sure. Obviously that had 5 courses where you just had to go around the same bit knocking over cones, and talking seems to be distracting me here. There we go, that's number 9. So we're going to get a full run up for number 10. And through. I like how it pauses us in the air as if to say, here's where you ended up. Now we have a Ford Focus for the test, which is named the Bowel Roll. So we'll see how that one goes. There we go. I mean, we got there. Didn't count. Let's try that again. Do a barrel roll. That's not going to be fast enough, is it? Maybe. That's it. Land on our wheels. Go, 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 go. Oh, we've got to come back. No, we finished there. Okay. We could do that better. I'm going to press the button to detonate. Well, we didn't do a barrel roll. Hi, I'm Nay, and welcome to Jackass. Yeah. There we go, almost flawless. Except for the flaws. Nope. Bit too slow on the rotation here. Many forward somersaults though. Oh, thanks for putting me there. That's really helpful, game. Except it isn't. See what you've done. Land on our wheels. Yeah, that's not our wheels. That's not our wheels at all. And barrel roll. Land on the wheels. Stop in time. Go around. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Oh yeah. That's 87 points right there. Time for twists and turns 3 in the Viper. Let's do it. Oh, that's got some power. Oh, that's got some power. Although, doing okay now. You just got to point it in the right direction and let it go. Oh, very nice. 90 points? No. 3 off. Well, I went back through and earned a couple more points so that we could check out the balloon slalom. I'm assuming this is going to be the most efficient way to do it. Well, not if I hit the edges. We've got a Lotus Elise here, that's quite nice. That's not ideal. That's definitely not ideal. Yeah, that's the way. Power, ease off. Power, ease off. I'd hit 2 balloons here. I like these sort of driving games within. I like these sort of driving mini games. Oh, for fuck's sake! That's it. That's a nice U-turn. Through the blue, through the yellow. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Much better, 95. So we're in a TVR for the double crisscross. Here goes. That was good. That was not so good. Don't really give you much time to do this one, so we're going to have to hurry it, but not like that. That's nice. That's nice. We're going to use the wall to turn because that is a standard technique, really, in any racing game. And we're going to come across the line with 11 seconds to spare. Still not our last event. So this one's called Bumps and Balloons. I'm assuming there's going to be some bumps, and there are. Assuming there's going to be some balloons, and there are. So we're going to have to get to that finish point when we've popped all the balloons. The problem is they are going up and down a little bit, so we've got to try and time it. Haven't got a lot of time on the clock, but we've also got only 3 balloons left to get. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3, and we're going to head for the finish. 63. So yeah, that ends our look at the stunt mode. We're quite a long way off unlocking the next event. We've got 3 perfects there. Yeah, it's a fun little bonus mode. I mean, for being a bonus mode of a game, it's pretty good. So we're going to go for tournament now. As you can see, there's a variety of cars you can unlock, but at the moment we can either have the Ford Mustang Cobra or a Ford Explorer. I think we'll take the Mustang. Here we go. Our time to beat in this race is 1:49, 2 laps. So it's kind of like a mountain stage. We've got a train going by, that's quite cool. We've got traffic and we've got opposing cars. So the ones with arrows over them are in the race, and the ones without arrows in them are just cars that are driving along a mountain path. We're first after the first split, which is good. I think we have to keep the pace up to win. We're just ahead. This is one of those games where there's no real positions, it's just kind of your split times or everything, but everyone is on the course. So it's like a rally, but everyone's on the course, I guess. And there's no checkpoints or anything, it's all just done in real time. Some wind turbines there. And there's the start finish line. We're 3 seconds ahead going into the second lap. It's not been particularly challenging so far. The car's handling really nicely, probably better than stunt mode I would say, but we had to do a lot of fancy little things in stunt mode, so it's understandable. Crashed a little bit there, but it hasn't really hurt our lead at all. Going to do a sliding overtake there. That was nice. Some beautiful drifting on display. So we've got 12 seconds or so left to cross the finish line and claim our first place. We get there easily after taking out that guy in the blue car. And there we go. Behind Jeremy Chubb, Simon Hall, some other people. As far as I know, they mixed up all the names of the people who developed the game. I remember in the credits you see a lot of familiar names. We're going to continue tournament and try and finish first again. Here we go, we're on a different course this time. There's a little bit of an indoor mall feel going on. We've got some palm trees, an underpass. Once again we're in first. The requirements aren't too difficult to keep in first place. I'm assuming they go up as we unlock more cars and championships, or tournaments as they call them. Still first. And we have had quite a severe crash there. That might hurt our chances of coming first. Car doesn't seem to be particularly damaged though, so we're going to continue our run, and hopefully it just hasn't stopped us too much. Oh, we're in second, we're behind. Let's get it going. Now I wonder if you delay some of these other cars, whether the requirement changes at all. You know, if you delay the guy who's in second place, will that make any difference? Probably not, because we were given a time right at the beginning to beat, so I think they know what sort of time we're going to need to be in first place. We should be able to make some time up as we come through here. Yep, there we go, we're 1 second, 0.37 ahead. We are coming off the walls here, but we should be able to come through for victory. Yeah, race mode in this game is kind of short. Obviously you unlock the cars seen in the cars list when we were choosing a car. And there's a few different circuits. It's a nice little change up from other games to be having a kind of time trial-esque main mode. There we go, 3 seconds to spare. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game in terms of concept. We finished first there with 18 points. We've completed Heat 1 and unlocked a new vehicle, so we are going to go back to the Mustang Cobra to do Heat 2. So a little bit more difficult of a time to beat here in Heat 2. I don't know if the AI is going to race us any harder. Hopefully not. Going back through this mountain circuit. Now, repeating circuits on the game, especially this soon after we've played through the mountain circuit for the first time, isn't great. Although I think there's a little bit of a change up in terms of its layout. I could be wrong. We're 8th at the moment. But yeah, it would be a very unremarkable racing game if it didn't have its stunt mode. I think the stunt mode really does save it from being just a game with some licensed cars. I mean, the licensed cars are cool. I like having them, and a variety of cars to unlock, especially for the kind of era it was released in. It's got a good variety of cars, but the actual racing itself kind of lets the game down. It's very arcadey. A lot of sliding about. There's not that many tracks. Obviously you've seen they've already repeated, and it's not that difficult either. I mean, obviously you've got to play through all the cars on all the heats, but that's the difficulty, is just getting through the repetition. I like some of the scenery bits. There's like an observatory there, and there's been some wind turbines and stuff, but there's only so much scenery can do for the game. Should come through in first place here. Yep, that wasn't hard. So this is a different circuit. This is like a city at night. Sunset kind of time. The sky's really nice. I like that. We're on a bridge. Yeah, now this is probably my favourite circuit so far. Gives a kind of street racing feel to everything. There's a nice kind of realism as well about this game. Obviously the cars are all licensed and the locations aren't particularly wacky or anything. But in terms of sheer gameplay, I guess it just can't compete with some of the other games from the era. Especially once the PlayStation 2 got going with all of its racing games. I mean, there's so many good racing games on the PlayStation 2. I think the issue with having timed places rather than field of competitors that you can move through is the fact that even though we're overtaking all these guys, it just doesn't feel like we're really progressing at all. It is more of a rally split system, so if we're ahead, we're ahead. If we're behind, we're behind. It's hard to tell until we get to checkpoints, which in this kind of racing isn't really conducive to, you know, all-out race. Oh my goodness, what's happened there? Go forwards. So yeah, we've just caused the crash of the century. He's still going. He's still going. We're 10th, but I mean, we have just killed a man in a purple car, so what do you expect, really? Yeah, the physics are a little bit off. We hadn't really noticed that until that slam. But yeah, that's wild. So yeah, that was Vanishing Point, an interesting Dreamcast game, not based on the Vanishing Point movie, not particularly notable outside of its stunt mode, but an interesting title nonetheless. Leave in the comments video games with better bonus modes than main modes, and I will see you next time on the Armbar Arcade.